Scan 2 terabytes of files in 5 seconds.
Yo, what's up, gamers? It's your boy Winnie. I'm trying to finish the MVP of my app that I've been trying to build. I'm gonna do a weekly series now where every week I'm going to plan out what I'm gonna do, and I want to be done somewhere around February and get it done. So today was the first day. I planned out all the work yesterday. I did this huge Notion doc and I got all the work done. I'm doing the scoping. I'm treating basically this like a job, like how I would treat any task at work now. And I've kind of just decided that I need to be a kind of like a split personality, essentially. I need to be one, the PM, and the PM tells the engineers what to do, right? So usually when I'm coding, I'll be like, duh, duh, duh. I'm like, well, you know what would be sick if I added this feature, and then I'll go down a rabbit hole and waste 2 or 3 weeks a month working on a feature that isn't even part of the MVP. So I kind of have to be like a split personality. So on this side, the PM side, where I write all the tickets, I write down all the work, and then on the engineer side, I scope out all the work. And then whenever the PM side in me, when I'm coding, I have to say, go file a ticket. We'll scope it out. If we do this, then we won't hit the timelines. I have to push back at myself, because if you don't have that balance, when you're doing everything on your own, nothing will ever get done. So that's literally what I've been doing since October, working on this app. I've rewritten the app 2 or 3 times at this point, and it's just not getting shipped. So this week, I've given myself 1 week to do the last and final rewrite that Kristen's helped me redesign. We've redesigned the whole app to have a nice dopamine-rich experience, and I haven't even explained what the app does or whatever. So basically the app is, I'm filming with this camera right here, right? Boom, boom. Getting all this sweet footage. And I think something annoying is that with Sony cameras specifically, you have this stupid M4 root, clip, and all these nested folders to get to your files, and you have these XML files and all these like useless stuff that I feel is not useful at all. So what I wanted to do was create an app. The dream is that you plug in your SD card, you configure some settings like, oh, I want JPEGs, I want MP4s, I want RAW files or whatever. And then after that, you specify an export folder, just saves it. And then after you plug in the SD card after that, every time, it'll just pop up and be like, yo, you got like 20 new MP4s, click to import, and then you just import the files. So that's like the whole idea behind my app. And I broke up all of this work into Pomodoro sessions, and I estimated it, and I'm keeping track of it right now. Today was the first day. I did 7 Pomodoro sessions. I'm writing this app in Electron because your boy tried Tauri, tried Rust, way too difficult. Your boy can only do JavaScripts and TypeScripts. It's the only thing I know, and today I just worked 7 sessions, like one of the most productive sessions I ever done, because it's just like how I used to do work. Like, your boy's a planner. That's why I don't make YouTube videos, because I'm an overthinker and analyzer, and I just constantly just fall down all these rabbit holes over and over again, and eventually don't get anything done. So I've had to plan out this week very strictly. So I'm going to push back on my PM self. Only going to do the work that is outlined, I'm only going to do the work that is outlined by myself, the PM side, and then the engineer side is literally just going to do that work. I'm not going to think of anything cool or do a little of this, because if I need to do that, then I'll just write a ticket for it or whatever, or and I'll scope it out later, because that's not something that I've planned for, and I need to get everything done by the end of this week. So today is Tuesday, the 8th, and I've given myself, I think, like until Sunday to finish it. So that should be a good enough buffer time to get all the feature work done, because I've scoped it out. I think it's like, I don't know, like 10 sessions for the next phase, 9, one session, like a bunch of like these sessions I've broken down to. So I'll try it out, and then I'll see the actual and then the predicted, and see how good I am at actually scoping. When I used to work at a real job, I was pretty good at scoping. I always did the under promise over deliver tactic, but that didn't really work out for me career wise, but it really did work out for the stress and relaxation of working on projects. Like I worked at a really stressful company, and I literally was never stressed out because of the way I structured all my design docs, reviews. I got like everything triple checked, okayed from everybody, so that everyone was like, yeah, this is gonna take 3 months, and then I would finish it in 2 months because I just had everything planned out, and planning it out was most of the work. But yeah, so I'm just gonna click through the tickets. Like I usually can never, like when I'm not like planned out like this and like disciplined and I got like a process and I'm just like kind of doing it whenever I feel like it, I don't really get that much work done. And this was just like so much momentum. I was just like I wrote like my intention of what I wanted to do during the Pomodoro, and I was like, okay. And then my commit messages for each commit, they were the notes after. It's like my reflection of what I did, and I just committed. So every 25 minutes is a commit. Yeah, I did a lot of coding. My God, like there's so much all this code from October that I need to clean up. And I'm just like throwing it into archive folders because that's literally like all I can do now because I need to get it done. And you know, tech debt and all. I'm not saying this is going to be clean code by any means, but it is going to be done code, which is better than clean undone code. So hopefully I'll be able to finish all this stuff. You know, the destination is not the goal. It's just to be in the process of doing the work and having some fun instead of overthinking, because overthinking is definitely not the destination. It's definitely not the process either. So that is like something I have struggled with all of my life, overthinking and overanalyzing. And whenever you do that, you're going nowhere. There's no point. So I'm just gonna get to it, and we will see by whenever this code is done. Hopefully this video will be out by next Tuesday. I'm giving myself until next Tuesday to finish the project and finish the MVP of the features, and then I'm gonna make the video and do the scoping for the next week on Monday, and then Tuesday I'm gonna ship it. So on Monday I'm going to edit this video and scope out the next week of work, which is the licensing. I'm gonna get the licensing working, and then if the licensing is working, that should be great. And then I can start giving out keys so for people to test on different platforms. But Informagic coming to you soon.
Okay, so I filmed all these screen recordings, and they all just recorded the wrong screen because I don't know how to use OBS. So I just want to go over what I did yesterday, which is basically I just got this done.
So that's all set up, and then when you press scan, it brings up this modal. So this modal is key for the scan part of the situation. But yeah, all this stuff is hooked up. It honestly kind of crazy that it takes this much time to get stuff done, even when I'm doing it for like, it's crazy that it takes this much time even when I'm doing it for like the 50th time. Literally just can't. Coding is always hard, man. It's easy kind of sometimes, and it's also just hard a lot of the time as well. So it's just getting these modals working and then getting all this back end stuff set up. You know, it's just it's a lot of work. Today, what I want to do is basically I have half of this day to finish this from to code, which I did finish yesterday. And then the rest of the day is to finish this, to actually hook up the from to modal. So all this from to modal code, this here needs to get hooked up and then set up in the back end. If I can finish this in 4 out of 7, then I have 3 extra to just work on the file mounting, which is something I want to. I don't know if I should save it for next week because it's kind of an important feature. Once you plug in this SD card, then it should fire off events, and then it shows this mounted volume here. Bada bing, and when you pull it out, it should also do the same. But it's not! Jesus. Another Pomodoro then. I just added an interval to check because just do this, and then boom, it's gone. Put it back. Boom, it's back. Move. Back. There we go. That's the simplest way to do it. Simplistico. Wasted 3 times the amount of time I wanted to do on this.
What up? It's your boy. I'm ahead of schedule right now, which is pretty chill. You know, definitely definitely dubs. You definitely are lit on it being ahead of schedule. So your boy's ahead of schedule, and I am basically really hyped because I have the scanning working now. So whenever you put in the source volume and the destination, you can just press scan and it scans through all the files and finds the files that don't exist in the destination.
Source, you can drag and drop in and ignore the folders. Right now I have it set to ignore the thumbnail, so you close it here, and then custom, you can set like a date or whatever. So now when you press scan, this will check all the files on this to see if any of them are here. And if any of them are not in the destination, they'll let you know which ones can be imported. So here, like, it's kind of cool. Look at that. It's like now it's like it tells you, hey, there's new files. There's 20 JPEGs that aren't in the destination, 20 Sony RAWs, 1 MP4, and all these like miscellaneous files.
But it is going. It's not looking amazing, but even though I'm a professional front-end engineer, I never had a designer, so I'm just kind of working on my idea of like what I can do. So it's not gonna look great, but it's gonna work great, hopefully. So see you soon.
I found this, like, bro, like if you look at this, so I have a timer set on this the scan. This will literally scan through whatever's on my SD card right now, and then whatever's on my computer, which is like 2 terabytes of files, 5 seconds. It scanned everything. It scanned 2 terabytes of files in 5 seconds.
Disaster struck. Today I didn't get any work done because I was just hanging out with my friends. Today I went on a hike and we ate lunch and we did a lot of fun stuff, and I did not get any work done. So definitely behind schedule, but just a really good day in general. So life's good. Okay, so it's Sunday, 5 o'clock, and I haven't done any work. So I'm about to get this undo feature and send it. Let's go. I got the undo working. Now Chris and I are figuring out what to do for the UI because it's kind of crappy right now. Those you just undo and like it works, but you don't see anything happen. So we need to do something. When the transfer is complete, we're thinking of bringing up the Finder, bringing it up and opening the folder, and undoing. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yo, I am pretty freaking pumped about what's going on here with Import Magic right now. Oh man, it's like nice. So you go here, let's reset this all, reset. So we have import test and export test, right? And then we'll scan it. Boom. This means that it's selected. You can unselect it. When you select it, you can move it, and then it'll open up the export. So here's the export of the Finder that you want. It's selected. It creates the folder, and then in here you have the Super Saiyan. He's popping off. Oh! But anyways, and then boom, that's imported, and then you can hit the reverse, and then it'll undo it. So inside the export, we've deleted the folder. It no longer exists, and it opens back the import back up here. So it's pretty sick. I think it's kind of cute. We're actually using the instead of a test folder, I'm actually gonna use like the real thing. So usually, like for a computer, for like usually after you come for like a shoot, you're gonna just come in, plug in your SD card, drop that in there. That's untitled now, and then you have your folder that you store all your stuff in. And I store it in videos and pictures. So here, plug that in here, bam. And then we'll scan this real quick. Just give it a little scan. Still need to look into getting this cleaned up a little bit. I think next week, as I'm doing the licensing, I'm gonna clean up a little of these bugs at the same time. So yeah, here you see the XMLs are coming in, they're streaming in, and the MP4s. Let's give this a little import magic, a little bit of that. It's not out. So yeah, here we go. There it is. All the files are moved in. So this should be 20 JPEGs, right? Yes, sir. That's 20 JPEGs. That. Then we could go back and scan it again, and then all of them should not. See, it's done, and then we don't have anything showing up here. So that means that they're successfully imported, and we don't have any images or videos. But we totally could import these if we wanted to, but we don't want to. So that's currently where I'm at with the feature work. And I think it is in a usable state. There's some things that I want to add, obviously, like the next thing I'm going to work on is here, that is gonna save the profile, so you can save it and it'll automatically scan. So the next feature is that when Import Magic, when you detect that your SD card gets plugged into your computer, once it gets plugged into your computer, then it will, when it gets plugged into your computer, then it will detect that, and then also if you have the export volume on your computer, then it will automatically scan it and then bring up this new files thing, and then you can press and you can click whatever files you need. It'll have everything pre-selected, and then you can press scan or you can press import. It'll just ask you if you want to import. So then it'll import, and then it'll open up the folder, and bada bing, bada boom, you've import magicked. And then maybe we could do something where it'll automatically do it for you in the background, but it ruins the dopamine. So I think maybe we won't. But I'm pretty excited. Just good times, good vibes. Let's go.
Okay, brother. Okay. Oh, this is actually crazy. I got this. It's working now. Oops. Oh, I got the import magic volumes showing up. So when you unplug the SD card, it'll go away, plug it back in, come up eventually. So show up. SD card showing up. These are import magic volumes that I saved. So tomorrow I'm gonna when you scan it, you can save these now. You can save them. We'll just run this. And then we'll get the automatic running. Yeah, so it saves. Boom. It's chilling. What do we do? Quick undo. Yeah, it's gone. Clean. Alright. Signing off for the day. I have done 39 Pomodoros. Wait, what I'll show you on GitHub. 39 Pomodoros. And all this work. This is very chill because you can see how much work you did. This is like, it's very easy to read the commits because I'm committing every 25 minutes or every 2 sessions or whatever. So it's like, yeah, this is all the work I did today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's on a Sunday. It's basically working. It's basically working. The whole app is basically working. So not like production ready, but it works. All that there's still some bugs, and I haven't tested it out. But I think I got literally everything I wanted done. Do this. I got everything I wanted done this week. It's an app. It looks like this. I have some basic error handling. It looks okay, and it's my first real run in it, and the happy path works. So that is sick. I've learned a lot just getting it done, and I'm excited to make it happen and ship it. Yeah. So next tomorrow, I'm going to scope and I'm going to edit this video, and yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a very long video, but getting things done is just being in process is just so much better than just going around in circles and circles and circles and not knowing what you're doing. So
Hey, I just finished editing this whole video. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I know this is like a crazy long video, and I don't think it was a good video. It was just, it's probably wasted your life, but it's part of me being in process and just making things because I can't get too caught up in it, because if I overthink it, and while I was making this video, then I won't even post it. So import magic is actually cool. I've been using it. It's pretty amazing that it actually scans really fast, and I can scan the whole entire hard drive on this really quickly. So I just want to get it shipped and see what the response would be, because I think it is a dream to ship things and be a creator in a lot of different avenues, whether it's through code or through YouTube or whatever. So as I continue to just continue to let go and stop overthinking every single aspect of all the things and being a perfectionist, I think things will be a lot better long term. So I still haven't planned. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow, Kristen and I are going. Tomorrow we're going snowboarding, so won't be getting any work done then. But I need to figure out how to get all the licensing working, and that should be solid. And I feel burnt out today because I did a lot of work. So maybe after snowboarding, I'll scope out what it's going to take to do the licensing and all that stuff and break it out into Pomodoros. But it's a process. It's hard to live such crazy hard rules all the time. I really need discipline, but I still also need to listen to myself that I'm really tired. It's like 9 o'clock and I'm literally falling asleep. So thank you so much for watching again. I doubt anybody is going to be watching this long, but thank you. See you next week.